Hey, it's me, MLB. Here's chapter 99 of Rapid Fate Online, and this one's titled Matching Set. At that moment, your stomach growled. Ugh, speaking of food, you said with a sheepish chuckle. I am also hungry, Tamaki said, sitting up beside you. Would you like to get some dinner with me? The shop on the corner is open late. Yes, let's do it. Dinner date with my boyfriend, you said excitedly, scrambling off the bed and running for the door. Tamajiki smiled softly as he watched you excitedly bounce up and down by the door. Then he got off the bed and walked over to you. You chatted excitedly to him as you skipped down the hallway to the front door, but Tamaki's mind was stuck on something else you'd said. Dinner date with my boyfriend? It's not like he didn't like being your boyfriend, he loved it, but he felt like the divide between your in-game and real life was too big a gap, and he wanted to change that. I really love being a husband in-game, and I smile every time I see the wedding ring on my finger. I just wish that we were a little closer than just boyfriend and girlfriend in real life. Tamaki's silence didn't seem out of place, so you chatted on while he pondered things in silence. I mean, it's totally obvious that Delilah has the hots for Praetorian. I want to get them together too. Maybe once we bust this operation wide open, then we can get them together. Oh, I forgot to tell you, Delilah's some part of some pyramid scheme. She has the contract too, but I don't know who her boss is. I'll have to ask. She seems happy to talk. Does Praetorian have a contract, Mark? I don't remember seeing one. It was then, and only then, that you stopped talking for a second and looked at Tamaki for him to reply, but he was lost in thought. Jiki? You asked. He looked at you and finally came back from his internal chatter. Sorry, he said softly. What is it? Praetorian, is he contracted to anyone? No, I don't think so. But he is part of the inner fold of BB, as he has their emblem tattooed onto his skin, Tamaki said with a small smile, taking your hand in his as he walked the quiet streets. Okay, you said, falling silent after that. I think I've talked too much, you thought. As you neared the corner shop, you and Tamaki saw two other smaller shops closing up nearby. One was a news agency, and the other was a small jeweller's. You had your eyes on the prize and could smell the food already, but Tamaki paused a little as you passed the jewellery shop. What are you going to get? You asked him, still looking longingly at the shop ahead. I'm not sure, but I'd like matching, he said quietly. Matching? You asked with a chuckle, looking at him. Matching noodle dishes? Then your eyes strayed to where he was looking and saw the rings and necklaces in the window. It clicked immediately. Matching? You stammered. Tamaki looked at you, then realised how forward he was being, deciding all of this on his own without even so much as consulting you. Sorry. His bottom lip quivered and he hung his head, his shoulders shaking with sudden nervousness and embarrassment. He let go of your hand and quickly turned his face to the shop wall, flopping his forehead against it to help close the world down a little so he wouldn't get overwhelmed as he tried to control his feelings and emotions. Did you want to get matching? You said softly, still in a bit of awe that he wanted to do something so bold as to possibly get married. He nodded again at the wall. I love you, he whispered into the brickwork. We're not old enough to get married though, you said, finding it hard to say the word when it came to a serious conversation about it. He spun to face you, a mortified look on his face. I just wanted to make a declaration of my commitment to you, so I wanted to get promise rings. I'm sorry if I gave you the wrong impression. Yes. I'm sorry, he asked when you interrupted him with your yes. Promise ring or actual marriage, I accept. Yes to whatever, yes to anything, yes, just yes, you said, trying to be as confident as possible despite not knowing exactly what you were agreeing to. He stood there, awestruck for a second, so you jumped at him and wrapped your arms around his neck to hug him, burying your face into the side of his and kissing his soft skin. Whatever it is, I just want to be with you forever, in and out of game. Tamaki wrapped his arms around your waist and pulled his face into your neck as well, letting out a soft sigh of relief that you'd somehow understood what he was talking about in regards to in-game and out-of-game relationships. After hugging for a bit, you then looked at the rings in the shop window, the two of you getting flustered and shy as you pointed different ones out. We'll come back here when it opens, you said to him with a little shy smile, but my tummy's calling for food. Oh, food, I forgot, he replied softly, walking hand in hand with you as you both headed to the corner shop to get something to eat. That night, after saying goodnight to Tamaki and getting home, you lay on your bed and thought about everything that had happened. Bestie leaves this weekend. I need to at least give her a proper farewell. You sighed and rolled over. And maybe Tamaki and I should keep it quiet about getting rings? That might be salt in the wound for her and Mirio. You smiled as you remembered looking at the rings with Tamaki. I mean, we're going to be graduating at the end of this year, so we'll be able to move out on our own. We'll be adults. It's not actually too far-fetched to get married in real life. You sat up. Wait, we could actually get legally married. We're legal adults. I wonder if Jiki would want to get married, for real, in real life. How do I even approach the subject though? It's a bit strange to just walk up to him and be like, hey, you know what? Let's just get married. We're legally able to. And there ends chapter 99. Stay tuned for chapter 100 tomorrow.